Hello, I'm Stephen. Thank you for letting me interview for this position. I'd like to say that I love to teach literature, and I'm looking forward to teaching with your company in Singapore. I've worked with ESL students for many years now, over 8 years, and I really love meeting new students, learning their personalities, and inspiring them to love literature just as much as I do. I really like the group format because there can be great discussions and activities to do together to understand the materials. And I like the uh, schedule to work from home, and I can work during these hours uh, provided here. That's no problem at all, especially on the weekends. That is a great time to teach. And I really, really like to get students talking and working through the materials. In fact, I really believe that it's important to look at key chapters. For example, the first chapter of a novel is so important to understanding context, a central scene of conflict, to focus on smaller quotes and that really connect to those major themes. With ESL students, I believe it's very important to focus on having different types of visuals, audios, video clips, and such, along with those activities to make sure that those students are really understanding the material. We are focusing an entire unit, for example, with discussions, supplemental text. For example, we can pair that with a passage from another book, some poetry, a nonfiction article, and of course those videos and songs that really just bring that together and help us to focus on really what would be an essential question, which to me is so important to begin a great novel unit with. The overarching question will really drive the discussions and the focus in the reading. For example, with 1984, the essential question I used in our last novel study was how do different systems of governance use psychological manipulation to try and get their citizens to be controlled. And that really was a great essential question for that particular novel. And I really believe this is an anchor point that will keep everyone focused. And so I just begin there with that essential question, and then we go into specific readings from the chapters so that we're focusing on the most important parts. So we stick to the details that will, for example, illuminate the essential question presented at the beginning with that first chapter and some of our favorite lines and moments that we keep returning to in our discussions. I really try to allow students to constantly and consistently uh, contribute to the discussion, even outside of class, where they can check in and let me know if there is a point of confusion that they would like to have explained, how I can help make the reading a bit more clear for them, which character do they like the best so far and why, and just generally speaking, are they enjoying the novel? And what about the novel do they like? Now, I really believe in bringing in group activities. So great when you have a larger group class with maybe 8 students. For example, there's two truths and a lie, where I give 3 statements and the students tell me which two are true and which one is a lie. Door quizzes at the very beginning of the class, where we are going over that key essential information from the reading. A flip grid, also just simple questions where we can talk about maybe characterization or plot development. And these are easy questions, but they're meant to put students into those small groups or pairs, reenact those scenes, and really bring the meaning of the text home, make it more clear. That also extends into Socratic seminars, where we are answering questions. I'm facilitating, but mostly listening to the student responses. And I really like to see students draw from the novels and let us know their understanding of the big picture questions, again, attached to that essential question. And I really just love to bring in little writing activities where maybe a student can write a paragraph, half a page, that isn't a very long writing assignment, but it's meant to really hone in on really specific, important parts of the novel. I really believe in using the technology. For example, with ClassN and Google Suite, we can bring in sticky notes, digital sticky notes, and discussion threads for students to uh, write down responses, questions that they may have, what was meaningful, and that way I can just really see what has stuck with them throughout the novel and reading process. Those are connected to those mini lessons and the reading comprehension activities. Graphic organizers are so important, especially with ESL students, having students focus on, for example, annotating for characterization, plot development, setting, conflict and resolution, and breaking those up into easy to digest graphic visuals. And I just want to say thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to interview for this position. I look very forward to hearing back from you all soon. Take care, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.